Yeah, hi everyone. It's the live of weekly live with me today again. Today is the let me see. Today is the
Yeah,
session.
hi everyone. It's
Sorry.
the live of
Today is the sixth episode. Okay, sorry, just now there's some noise because I'm watching my live here to see the comment all this. So of course today we are going to run another round of what that is you are going to ask me some of the things that I think after last week there's a lot of people who have already put in some of their things. So I'm going to run through three cases. I'm going to pick certain that I find that is very interesting to run through some of them. That's one thing. Secondly, is that next week I'm going to share something that's very important and very interesting also. Recently, after doing a lot of the research, I found that actually there's some because a lot of us have been saying that new launch is definitely going to make money. But recently, after I do some research, I found some new launch that actually lost money. So, what are the factors that is causing all these things to happen? So next week I'm going to run through this. Hi, Neo. I see you. So of course, keep the things coming in. You'll see more people coming on board later. And today I changed to 2 p.m. because I think following I will be running at 2 p.m. because I received some feedback saying that 1 o'clock is actually a lunch time that a lot of people are not free, things like that. So I think I better run at 2 o'clock. So later I'm going to also ask for some of your opinion later when more people come in. What is the best time to actually run live? I mean, end of the day, we can also look through after that on the page because the video will be uploaded there. But of course, it's better to be on live because you can ask me certain things that you actually want to know, so that we can discuss this together. I think we just treat this as a very how do I say uh, very casual setting that is more like a chit chat session that I mean I'm going to share some information and it's not going to be too heavy. I'm just going to share some basic things. Okay, so of course those who are here, I see someone who have followed me. You can actually follow or you can actually like my page so that next time when there's live you will be informed. All the data that I put in, you'll see it, and you can actually press. Recently I found something that is very interesting for Facebook. Is that you can actually share, and there's something called watch party, which I am not a tech person, so I do not know what is really a watch party. So recently I found out that the watch party is that you can actually run live on your page also. So if you really do think that the things are helping you guys and it will be beneficial for your friends also, so do share this so that we can reach out to more people and all of us can learn together lah. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to run through some of the things today. Okay, so I never share screen. Just run through. Okay, wow. Okay, so today what is the topic? Today the topic is, of course, is ask me anything again. Next week we are going to run through key topics. Of course, I realize some people do love this very casual setting more. Some people will have interest in certain hot topics that we are talking about. But of course, I also want to get some feedback from all of you. What are the topics that you all think that is useful? So from there, when you all send me all the things, I will be able to have more topics and also do more research. And this will help us to move forward to buy a right property lah. Okay, so today, what are the three things that we want to talk about? Is of course, I have received quite a number of inquiry asking about based on their case what should be done. I mean things like that. So after last week, I really asked for you all to send me the question that you have. I'm very happy that I think I'm very helpful that a lot of you have already sent in a lot of questions about pertaining to your own case. So three that I picked is these three cases. And of course, at the last part, we are going to run through some Q&A. So first one is what riverfront buyers who bought a riverfront and they're asking when is the best time to sell. And of course, their approach is more of like me. I'm having, I bought properties, I bought new launches, but I'm actually staying in a rental flat, rental condo. So what I want to do, hi Gary. So what I want to do is that I want to sell at the best time, buy at the best time, because when I'm staying in the house I would not be able to do that. So this particular person who actually contacted me tell me that she's what she intend to do is that for the next 3-4 times, 3-4 years, or not say 3-4 years, every round is every 3 years, because the seller stamp duty. So for the next 10 years, 12 years, she's going to repeat this again and again, and she's going to stay in the rental place. So that's her intention. But she's asking whether what is the best time to sell the property, because with that in place, it's easier for her to time the selling and buying time. Why? Because when you're staying there, it's very difficult. So of course, it really depends on what you are looking for, because some people is looking for what? Own stay, comfort, and definitely they are not looking at so much about making money. Okay, so next is there's a MOP. They are having a house that is going to MOP soon in Dawson. So they want to ask what is the next move they're going to do, what should they do. Okay, and of course, I'm going to share some about the prices of the HDB. How do you gauge whether your HDB prices is moving upwards or downwards? Of course, Dawson is a fantastic location that we talk about. Okay, hi Eugene, I see all of you coming in. Okay, so next one is want to buy a big HDB or condo. What should I consider? Yesterday I just ran through this with one of my customers also. And I think this is one of the hot topic, because we want what we want space, but we sometimes do still want to make money. So what are the things that you want to take note and look through before you commit into something? So these are the 3 things that we are going to go through today, and I hope that these 3 cases, because this is picked up from many cases, so I hope that these 3 will be useful for all of you. Okay. Oh, yeah, 17 case. Yeah, correct. Maybe you can ask her to see the video. I think that is going to help her in her future decision. Okay. So next, first is the first case. Okay. Hi, Andy. Welcome. Okay. Which is a riverfront buyer, bought a 721 square feet unit. SSD end in July 2021. Purchase price is about 870 approximate. We do not want to review the exact purchase price because she do not want to let people know which is the exact unit she buy. So 870,000. What should she do? What? Because she asked me that, there's Florence, there's other projects surrounding. I mean, Florence is the one that is nearest, considering new launches. So when is the best time to sell, or when should she start selling, things like that. So this is a question that is put through to me. So I'm going to run through some of the things. Of course, I'm going to show you some of the past data of some of the condos that, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, they sell in different timing. What is the differences that they are having? Okay, so first I'm going to show you, I think this High Park, a lot of us, especially agents, have seen it before. Recently, I saw one of the slides that I do about prices of, where is the Commonwealth Tower, the lower floor one actually make so much more. It's being shared in Sterling chat group. So I think now data is really very fast. They were spread out, and all of us can learn together. So do share all this data with your friends. I'm okay to let us all make a better decision moving forward. This is the time that we want to learn. Okay, so if you look at this, I take out these 2 units is because why? You see, this is a 3-bedroom in High Park, and if you see this unit 2015 by 2018 sell, of course I did share before because of the layout. The 980 square feet actually make more money. But if you look at this, another key factors is that the timing of the sales, because usually if you look at this very clearly, the one who sell about 6 months later, 4 months later, actually make more money. Okay, the one who sell earlier actually made lesser money. So what is the difference between these 2? If you see 3-bedroom sell later make money. Okay, 2-bedroom very different. Same project, but High Park sell later, make lesser money. So the key question is, why is that so? Because I think last session I did share with you all that Commonwealth Tower, the 2-bedroom make more money, but for High Park, the 3-bedroom make more money. Because you need to understand the product that you're buying. So let's say today, if you bought a riverfront 3-bedroom, I will ask you to sell a bit later. Why? Because riverfront location is more of an own stay location. So there's a need base for bigger unit, which means sometimes they might need to see the unit, they might need to see the layout, when it TOP, things like that. And then it's at a better point that the buyers will come in and pay a higher price. Okay, so this is one thing. Because before that, even now we do virtual showing. You can't even show the exact unit because you have no keys to actually show. Okay, but the 2-bedroom is different. 2-bedroom in this vicinity is more for investment. So which means there is no need. No need means what? You want to be the first few to sell. Because why I say so? Because people who buy 2-bedroom in Hyde Park, in Riverfront, are mostly looking to what? To not to buy for rental. If you want to buy for rental, you will go for where? You will go for Commonwealth area. That is why Commonwealth, the 2-bedroom, they actually make money. Because why? Because the people there are buying for rental purposes. Okay, so people in Riverfront area, they are buying for what? Buying for own stay, which means the 2-bedroom buyers are about, I can say approximately 50% onwards are investors. Investors are looking for it. Investors are looking for return. Some of them, maybe a big amount of them will not be looking at keeping for rental, because Hougang, we do not have fantastic rental. So they are looking at what? Buy at TOP they sell. So what I'm trying to say is that at the TOP, there will be many 2-bedrooms on sale. Which become a lot of competitor come in. So 2-bedrooms is actually like that. Even if they rent out, they will still put it out for sale. Why? Because their main idea is to sell it. But 3-bedroom different. I buy, I will stay. Okay, so the longer you drag, the more people stay in, the lesser you need in the market. So what I'm trying to say, 3-bedroom, the longer you go for this area, the number of unit for sale will drop. But 2-bedroom will increase over time, because one I tenant out, I still can put it in the market. So if you are looking at my video, my live, the lady who put in your case, do consider putting your unit into the market once your SSD is over, which is here, which is 2021, which is about 1 year later. Do consider start marketing. Even though the project is not completed, you can actually start to subsell your unit. And a key thing, very happy for you, is that today in Riverfront, there's only 1 unit of your size, 721 left. I mean, there's another 721, which is the high ceiling one, but we are talking about your layout, Stack 65, which is the last unit in Riverfront at 977. So today you actually, I do not know when you buy, but seems like you actually bought way earlier. So it should be, you actually bought at, I mean, looking at that, you actually bought at a very good price, because it's 100 over 1,000 difference. Definitely over the time, when the unit get lesser, the developer increase certain prices. Some developer do not increase overall, they increase on types of units. So if let's say you look at the 3-bedroom in Riverfront, from my understanding, the price didn't really increase as much as the 2-bedroom. So these are something that you would want to see, because whenever you want to see a product, you try to see how much the price increment. If it's a bit, you still can accept. If it's too much, then maybe you want to reconsider and look at other developments. I mean, this is usually how I do it. So if developer is already selling 977, in this unit, I can tell you definitely in a short while, because it's the last unit, it will be sold. You can actually start putting in your unit into the market, because you will be maybe the 1 or 2, because a lot of people will want to wait until TOP to sell. So at that point of time, you're selling like a developer. You can tell agents that, hey, I'm the only 2-bedroom in the market right now, and I'm selling my unit. So put it into a market, try to achieve about 150 to 200,000 profit, and I think you can move on from there and look at the next property purchase moving ahead. Okay, so now we will, before I go into case 2, I think someone asked a question. So Alex, budget 800,000, 2-bedroom, buying for own stay, invest, good renter, future high capital appreciation, how to find? So you have a lot of things in your list, which is good renter, high appreciation. To be very frank, I mean, I just want to let you know, for 800,000, if you want good rental plus capital appreciation, usually these two things don't really come together. Why I say so? Because 800,000, I couldn't find a 2-bedroom in a very prime area. Because if you want high rental, you need to be in areas that there is a lot of offices. These areas are usually a bit more pricey. So 800,000, maybe you could only get a 1-bedroom in this type of location. So of course you need to focus on what is more important, rental or upside. Because some location, like example, like mass market area, their upside might be good, but their rental might not be good. So it's like example, Hyde Park. there is no, you don't talk about good rental in this vicinity, especially in Fernvale. But their upside, you know, the 2-bedroom have made 200,000, the 4-bedroom have made 400 over thousand. So you need to look at what is more important for you, okay? So later, if you got more questions, you can put in. I'm going to case 2, which is the Dawson one. 15 minutes per case, if I can, maybe about, okay? So why I talk about Dawson, but I show you Punggol, because if you see, Punggol HDB prices drop from 600 over thousand to 400 over thousand. So I want to let you see why is that happening, because in 2012 to 2018, I'm going to take all 2012 to 18. So this one 12 to 18, it dropped 200 over $1,000. Main reason being, you look at this is block 642, 646. This is the 6-4 cluster. I'm not taking particular 646 to show. The whole cluster is behaving the same manner. 6-4 cluster, 2010 MOP. After the MOP, because they take the keys in 2005, 5 years later MOP. Hi, Terence. Okay, so 2010 MOP, 2012. What happened? Another cluster MOP, 2015 MOP, 2017, 2018, 2019. So you got so many, and one cluster is not small. So you have much more and more new HDB coming up to what? To be who? To be your competitor. Once there is a lot of competitor, which means the supply is huge, the price have to come down. So when the price come down, then when there is so many things coming up, no choice, because you are all competing. And if you realize, usually the newer cluster will sell at a very high price, like now Sumang is going at 600 over thousand, 700,000 for a 5-room flat. But if there is more coming up in future, I do not know. I really do feel that the price will continue to drop, okay, for the especially for the newer cluster. Okay, so meaning that, let's say this 2015, when they first MOP at 2015, they are the best, the price is high, but when 2018, this cluster MOP, it will affect this, when these two MOP, it will affect this price the most, because when this just MOP, they're selling at the peak prices, okay, which is what happened here. If you look at before this block MOP, the peak is actually in 2012, you see, $650,000, which they just MOP. After that, the more and more coming out, the price that is really affected is during 2015, which is the next cluster come up. So when more come up, your price will be affected. Okay. So now I'm going to share with you another location, which is in Bukit Batok. The price dropped about $70,000. I take both of the unit on the same floor, 5-room. So why? Because the drop is not so big. Because one thing, because this area only got 2 clusters of new HDB. And some people might tell me, there's a lot of HDB in the area, so will the price drop? But if you look, you have to be comparable, because these are all 1980s HDB, which means what? Which means it's not really comparable to your Bukit Batok newer HDB, which is 2009 and 2010. So if there is no newer ones coming out, you are not in a rush to sell. I would want to urge you again, you're not in a rush to sell unless you see something that you want to buy. I always tell my clients and my friends, and all of you here, that don't sell before you know, some people say, I sell, I wait first. Don't do that, because we do not know where is the market moving towards. So you only want to, some of my clients do, they before they met me, they go and sell, then they go and rent, then they wait for the market to drop. Why if the market don't drop? You pay rental, market don't drop, market continue to go up, you're going to suffer a lot of losses. So don't sell unless you find something that you want to go in. This is what I usually will say. Okay. But if you look at it this way, you only sell before you found something that you want, is if you are in a situation like that, which you see there is a lot more HDB coming up, you faster let go. Because even you haven't found anything, you faster have to consider letting go of your house. Okay. So now I go into Redhill. If you see Redhill, the price is very, very strong. So Redhill, you see there's a lot of HDB. There are 201, 201, 205, 207, but there isn't any new ones coming up. Okay, there isn't any new ones coming up. So and there's a lot older HDB there. So where's my, okay? So you see for Redhill, the price didn't drop at all. So Why main thing is what? Because there is nothing in that vicinity to compete with you, because you are one of the newest in this vicinity. So you will, and of course, Redhill comparing to Bukit Batok, you got more demand. There's more people who want to buy in that vicinity. More, the demand is higher lah. So demand high, supply low, price will maintain. I seldom see HDB prices going up much in recent times. That's my observation. If can maintain, is considered very good already lah. Okay. So next, Dawson. So you look at Dawson. Dawson, when I look at this, I thought only 3 cluster left, but after just now I go and see. I think this Skyview just MOP not long. Okay, which I don't know whether it's because some units is already MOP, some units maybe a few months later. Okay, there's quite a number of owners that actually inquire with me, ask me about based on their case, what should they do, should they sell, should they not? Because one key thing, staying in Dawson is I mean, it's really a nice location. If you ask me to sell, I also like put settle. I don't bear to sell my house because and it's so near to the MRT, and it's in the town. Short drive, you reach district, you reach River Valley area. I mean, this is really a fantastic location that we talk about. But we look at this place, you see this one going to MOP, this one going to take keys. So you see this cluster, this whole place is flooded with what? Newer and newer HDB. So I would really say, try to sell your house before the MOP of this cluster. Okay. If not, if you miss this already, you didn't sell, then don't wait until 2025, because 2025, this 3 cluster is going to MOP together. The price in 2025 is definitely going to be affected. How much, I do not know, but I do think that the price will come down. I feel it's a 5 to 10% differences for the Skyview at Dawson. Okay, if you realize now Strathmore area, the HDB prices, you have much more attractive price unit because of this Dawson. Okay, so those owners who are staying in this Skyview, please bear in mind, if you can sell now, because you don't want to hit this cluster, because I see this cluster will affect the Strathmore. If you don't want to sell before 2025. Okay, if now you don't want to sell, because now this cluster might affect the price a bit, but not to the extent that it's going to drop much, maybe a bit here and there. But these 3 clusters coming in together is going to affect your prices. So bear in mind, look at your surrounding. This is just an explanation of Dawson area, but if you are staying in other location, also please look around whether there is any new HDB coming up comparable. You don't look at HDB compare condo. Condo come up, it's not your concern. If you're condo, you look for condo. So if you're staying in HDB, see whether surrounding there is any new HDB coming up. If yes, please be very careful, and please be always looking out because when they come up, you want to sell also not in time already that time, because you are not as new as them, and the attention will be on them. Okay, so this is for Dawson. For your own case, please also look out for your surrounding. Okay. Okay. So next, the last case, then I will take in some question. Last case is if I want to buy a big house. A lot of people have I also love a big house, because the new launches are sometimes very tiny. In the whole market, there's only one that have like very the 5-bedroom 1,007 square feet is only Treasure. I mean, I think the rest will be super not super overpriced, super out of the reach. If you are going for 1,007, because the price range will be very high. So the one that is only affordable with a huge size, and it's not so affordable, it's still about $2 million with a huge size, is only Treasure. But if we want to buy, let's say, a huge house, and we do not want to pay so much, because new one is definitely above 1,000 per square foot, and you add on the size is going to be quite crazy. So you want a huge place and you do not want to pay so much. There's 2 choices. I'm going to run through with you. First is a HDB. So you look at this. This is not a big HDB, but the title I put it as a big HDB. This is a new cluster in Ang Mo Kio, 596B. MOP in 2007, which is about 13 years old now, considered quite new in Ang Mo Kio, because Ang Mo Kio flats are all very old. 5-room flat is hit as high as about 800 over 1,000. 4-room flat is about 700,000. So why I take this because I want to show you an old flat in Ang Mo Kio, what is the prices like. So you look at this 101, a very old flat, 1978 is 42 years old. 42 years old, very old. So you look at the prices and you can see at about 439, they are still holding at 500 over 1,000. After they hit 40, you see the price start to come down. So look, if you want a big one, you see the price, the size is 117 square meter. This is 110. Okay. So bigger, but half the price at 400 plus. This is how much? This is 800 plus. Okay. So bigger, you want space, you want what? I would say because you buy a new HDB, you will not see the price going up also. So I would rather you buy a old one and you consider that one you are not, you lose money also don't care. But how much can you lose when you are buying 400 over 1,000? You get what I mean? So, but of course, we also need to plan forward to our investment. So what should you do when you buy this house? You buy a cheap unit, old unit, wait for the price. You look out for those that the price have already come down a bit. Big, or renovate to your own liking. You stay there. You treat it as a house that you're going to stay for the next 15 years. Then this house, you do as one owner, another one as occupier, so that in preparation that after the MOV 5 years later, the occupier can actually purchase a private if you want to. Okay, so just prepare that in that sequence. But buy, if you want to buy a big one, old one, buy the oldest lah. That's my advice. You because 400 over 1,000, even if let's say drop 30%, is 120,000. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I do not foresee a 5-room flat drop until $300,000. I have not seen that. Might be possible, but even a new one in Punggol also can drop 200,000. Why not you just buy a big one, old one, renovate, and don't look at the prices really. Drop, but you free up one name, 5 years later, go and invest in your private property in future. So you still plan it in this manner. Okay, so this is for HDB. Buy old one. I can tell you'll definitely lose money, but don't care about it because you cannot lose much. The price is really low. Okay, to an owner and occupier. 5 years later, go and buy a private. Okay, from there you make back the differences. Because I met a lot of owners. A lot of my friends also tell me one thing. Wow, I want big house there, but big house where can make money? There's to be very frank, this is a question that I have been asking myself also. I also want big house. So only those super big one, a nice one in the D9, 10 area, in the prime area, those are going to make money. The bigger house in the mass market, because they are all older. So that's the problem. That's why I came out with this suggestion. So this is one thing. Second thing, I'm going to show you South Haven 1 and 2. Why these two? Because one is 999. So now I'm going to run through for private property. One is 999, one is 99. So two side by side. Age is around the same, 2 years different. If you look at this, these two, this plot is much bigger, this plot is smaller. Okay, so you can see South Haven 2, the price from 1,000, it went up to highest at about 1,250. Now it's about 1,001. So it's an increment of about 100 per square foot. But South Haven 1, the price didn't move much from 2015 onwards until today. So I'm taking 2015 as a benchmark. Okay, so then I will show you the profit. I'm shocked when I see this. I seen a resale make 400 over $1,000, but he sell 1 year, which means he pay a lot of stamp duty. So if you see this, it's very clear what thing. You want to buy a resale, first go for the very old one, okay? But go for freehold. Try to go for freehold. Don't try not to go for leasehold, because you see leasehold, the prices, the appreciation is quite limited to 100 over $1,000, because when it's a 1 million over property, and it's 20 over 30 years old, there is a lot of buyers who don't dare to come in. I would want to say, because I myself will also be scared. I think all of you that is watching here will also be scared to come in. Because why? Because the property is, you are paying 1 million and you are buying at 30 years old, you are scared that it depreciates. It's different from what I shared just now about the HDB. Because HDB, I buy a 40 years old, I only put in a 400,000, I get a 120 square meter unit. I don't care whether I make money or not. I just enjoy the space. But condo is different. I put in $1 over $1 million. So that you have to be very careful. But if you realize those units that make the most are usually the bigger unit, because you see. So all those who make money here are all the big one. Okay, so your quantum that you put in is definitely higher. So even if you see this, make 400 over 1,000, it's almost 1.8 million property. So definitely you have a higher chance of making more. So you want to go for a older condo, really go for the size, go for freehold. But per square foot have to be not too high, slightly below the average, or somewhere at the average, not at the high part. So freehold, huge unit, because people who are, you have to understand, people who are looking for older condo, they all one size. So you need to buy something that can fit into all these things. But of course, I do want to run through this again. So why do I not go into resale? Why do I still go into new properties? Because resale, I do not know the timing to the profit, because it can be 6 years, it can be 7 years, it can be 10 years, it can be 1 year. We really do not know, because it is really depending on the incoming buyer. But new properties is a bit different, because at the TOP point, there is a push in terms of demand. So I can time it better lah. So that's the difference. But like I say, if you are intending to buy this property and intending to stay for long, you can go for resale. But yesterday I just met one of my customer and we are discussing this, and one of the key thing is what? The key thing is that we were talking. So now if you buy a resale, you buy a freehold, you renovate, because you go in, you renovate, you renovate 100,000. 1 year later you see you make 300,000. Should you sell or not? Because that is the problem. The problem is if I couldn't time the almost know when is time that the price will move up, then I cannot plan my things. So only buy a resale, big one, if you want to stay there and you want to hold long term. But it's a good balance if you are buying two properties, one resale, one new one. If you are only buying two name under one resale, then that is the point that you will be a bit stuck, because once the seller also don't know, because you intend to stay there, but now make profit, should you sell or not? You have no idea. You don't know why you want to move on. There's no plan in place. So planning is very, very important. That's why I come out with all these weekly sharing to share with you some basic, some bite-sized things, so that to make sure that moving forward you do all the research. And of course you can approach me, you can ask me some questions, you can drop me messages, and also from there we can analyze together before we make the next move. I think this is important, because this is one of the biggest, it should be the biggest investment in our life, $1 over $1 million. So please do all the research. Okay, so and of course factors to have higher prices is also the land size and the number of units. So these are all the important factors if you want to buy a resale condo. So look for, if your budget fit in. The problem is that if you want to buy a good size unit, even 1,000 per square foot, you look at, because freehold seldom drop below 1,000. 1,000 per square foot, you look at 1,005 square feet, it's also 1.5 million. So if you have substantial amount of budget, look for something like that. Freehold, good size, good number of units. Then that is the way that you want to go. You can renovate, you can move in. Okay. So I think this is the end part of my session today. Is about half an hour, 35 minutes. Of course, I'm now open to take more questions. I will end at about 45 minutes. And of course, what is going to happen now is that I'm going to share a bit about next week. So those who are here, if can, please, if you find it useful, I think some of you coming very late, you can later watch the video. If you find it useful, please please share, please reach out to more people so that everybody can benefit together. I think when more people come in, more people can share their ideas, more people can share their case study, and we can learn together. Okay, so next week, I'm going to share about what. Next week, my topic is there is some new launch that I found that after TOP, the price actually didn't go up. So what is the factors that is causing all these things to happen? So next week, I'm going to share about what actually caused some new launch prices to actually fall. Okay, so there is a few example. I'm going to go more in depth in terms of the research, and I also hope that all of you will come by next week and also invite your friends. Okay, so at this point, I will take some question. I think some I see Terry. Good content today. If I want to invest in CCR 1-bedroom resale, Orchard will be better place or Marina Bay? Which one has a better potential of capital appreciation? My point of view, you want to invest in 1-bedroom, better go to Marina Bay. Why? because Marina Bay is a very good rental area. So the rental is good, the rental is high, and that is going to keep the prices. And of course, if the rental move up, it's going to push your price up. But Orchard area, I don't see, I mean, there is still rental, but I don't see a huge amount of the rental difference between Marina Bay and Orchard. Marina Bay is definitely better because Orchard is more like for those rich own stay kind. It's not like people who come here and work, they want a place near their office. It's not like that. So if you want to invest in, if you want to go for 3-4 bedroom, I would say Orchard. If you want to go for 1 bedroom, I would say Marina Bay. This is my point of view, of course. So definitely, before you buy any properties, sometimes in Marina Bay or in Tanjong Pagar area, there's some condos that even though they are is in Tanjong Pagar, but the rental very low and their rental you also not good, like very difficult right now. So do all this research. Don't see good deals, cheap deal, go and buy. I mean, if you ask me, like example, like Sky Suite Anson, the rental yield is one of the best because the unit is small, but yet they are able to fetch a good rental. So 800 over 1,000, 900,000, their rental, sometimes I can see up to 3,000 plus, and I think I have even see $4,000. So the rental yield is fantastic. I mean, even if I can't see appreciation, to be frank, if the rental is good, the appreciation sooner or later will come. But if I can't see appreciation, what is going to happen? I also have a lot of passive income coming from that. So I'm not worried. Okay. So 1 bedroom, because 1 bedroom, we will not be like last week what I shared. We will not be looking at huge capital appreciation. Small units, 500 square feet, 300 square feet, 400 square feet, let's say 300 square feet. You want to make 100,000, you need to increase by 300 per square foot, 200,000, 600 per square foot. So the jump must be very big. That's why it's usually limited to about 150,000 profit. So for 1 bedroom, trying to go for what? Good rental area, good rental return, so that even no appreciation, I get the rental, I'm happy. I make the difference in terms of the rental, pay my interest, the rest I take. So in long run, you save out a lot. Okay, so 1 bedroom, go for Marina Bay. Okay, so hi Alex, I'm looking at Park Star now, but left not much unit. Should we wait for Penrose to launch or find the lowest per square foot unit in Park Star? Okay, so it really depends on what you are looking at because we do not know what is the prices of Penrose. I will also want to ask you what type of units you are looking for in Park Star. And do you need the house like fast or you can wait? Because definitely Park Star is going to TOP about 1.5 years earlier than Penrose because they actually launched about 1+ year, 2 years already. So you need to run through all these things. Do I need the house early, or do can I wait for it? Okay, so that's one key thing. Of course, now I couldn't advise very clearly because we do not see Penrose prices yet. But if you compare these two, Penrose hold a slightly better location because it's in Aljunied, but Park Star is nearer to the MRT. So there's pros and cons. But I always urge you all to do it based on the unit type. Park Star, actually, after I look at it, I didn't really go into that area, but after I look at it, the 3-bedroom prices are really, really, really nice. I mean, the 3-bedroom prices, I really do think that is a price that you in ASEA near MRT is something that you should go in. But for my opinion, the 1 and 2 is slightly already at the higher point. So it depends on what type of units that you're looking for. Because if you're looking for 1 and 2, maybe you should wait for Penrose and see what is going to happen at the pricing there. Then you make a decision. But bear in mind, if you wait for Penrose launch, there will be a surge of purchaser going to Park Star. So by then you go back to Park Star, maybe the choice unit is even lesser because surge in demand, the buyers will spill over to Park Star. Okay, so you have a certain risk that you will be taking. Okay, so next I saw CJ. Hi CJ. Hi Alex. If compare Jadescape and Woodleigh Residence, which is a better investment and location? So it depends. It depends on what you're looking at. If, like my opinion, 1 and 2 bedroom, go for Woodleigh. 3 and above, especially the 4, go for Jadescape. Few key reasons. If you realize the Woodleigh, okay, the 1 and 2, especially the 2, is 1,700, 1,800 per square foot. But the 3 and 4, the 4 I've seen 2,003, 2,004 per square foot. Because the 4 they leave it for the best view unit. The 1 and 2 face the road one. So the 3 and 4 at the 4 bedroom, I've seen transaction of $3 over million. So that is really too high for me. But the 2-bedroom is very attractive, 1,007 per square foot in a development like that. So if you want to buy 2-bedroom, I would stay where? Woodleigh. And why Jadescape 3 and 4? Because Jadescape is an area for own stay. Bishan area, a lot of people, people who stay in Bishan, I think CJ, you stay in Bishan also. So stay in Bishan will never get out of Bishan. You will one day want to go back to Bishan. Bishan people is just like, I love Bishan. No matter what price, I will buy Bishan. So this is the opinion I got from Bishan owner. But those who buy for own stay are buying what? 3 and 4 bedroom. They will not be looking at 1 and 2. So if my opinion, big units go for Jadescape, smaller unit you go for Woodleigh residences. Okay, that's how I look at this. Okay, so okay, any more things? If don't have, now it's just nice. No more question. Okay, so of course, if you got any questions that you do not want to be in the comment, you can actually drop me a WhatsApp, or you can actually message me on my page so that I can also run through the next session. But the next session I have a topic. So the next few sessions, if I'm running another Ask Me Anything, I can put in your questions to be a case study for all of us, because I think running it this way will be good because we run through the few cases first, then we have some question answer. Because if the whole 45 minutes question answer, I think that will be a bit boring because we don't have things to see Okay, so now I want to do a check to understand from all of you. Do you think doing the live at Saturday 2 p.m. is good, or do you think I should do on a weekday night or weekend night? I need some opinion from you so that I know what is the best time to run these things, so that I can fit into every people so that we can so that it's a time that you are free because we sometimes it's very difficult for us to come into live to watch also, because we are not free. So anybody, can you give me some feedback based on your opinion? What is the best time? Nighttime, weekday, weekend, or daytime? 2 p.m. at Saturday is a good time. Weekend 2 p.m. Okay, Charlotte, 2 p.m. is good. Okay, the rest, parents, I also need to have, because I'm not a parent, I do not know. So I also need to have some feedback from parents. 2 p.m. in Saturday, is it a good time? Or you have some challenges coming in? It's good. Okay, can. So weekend 2 p.m. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you. Okay, so I will stick it to 2 because 1 p.m. My friend Eugene actually feedback to me that it's lunchtime and got kids, all these things is a bit difficult. So I push it to 2 p.m. and I think it's good because I have more time to prepare also. Okay, so everybody favor 2 p.m. Okay, so good. I will see y'all for CB period weekend after week. Okay, so maybe after the circuit breaker, we will see how we want to do the arrangement. But now the main group of people are saying 2 p.m. Okay, so I thanks everybody for tuning in today. 45 minutes, just nice. I will see y'all next week. Next week, my topic will be how do we see new launches? What are the key things that we want to take note? Because I've seen some new launches that the price drop at TOP. So we want to make sure that we are not buying properties like that. So I will share with you the past experience and the past data. How do we judge all these things, and how do we avoid dropping into a pitfall like that? I will see you next weekend at next Saturday at 2 p.m. again. Okay, we are sticking it to 2. I think everybody loves 2 p.m. So I stick it to 2. I see you next week. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.